guys, it's me, Maple. Of course. And in this video, I'm going to be petting my cat CJ. Unfortunately, the microphone cannot reach where the webcam can, and I don't think the webcam microphone is something anyone would want to listen to. I could be wrong. I do know that there are people out there who are tired of the perfect quality of larger ASMRists, which I wish that would mean that my channel would see success, but I think there's a difference between, amateur quality and terrible, but I have cats, so, it can't be that bad, right? Clearly, I'm gonna make a lot of noise moving around and stuff. I'm holding a webcam, so it's not the most stable. I'm gonna get some toe bean action right here. I love it. Oh, the toe beans. CJ. CJ stands for Captain Jackie. She was born around the time of the release of Captain Jack Sparrow and the Black Pearl, or I guess it was Pirates of the Caribbean and the Black Pearl. And we named her Captain Jack after, Captain Jack. But we didn't know that she was a she. We thought she was a he at first. And, oh boy, were we wrong about that. It didn't take long for us to shorten it to CJ instead. Now it means Captain Jackie. But, she's had so many litters of kittens. We've given almost all of them away. I only have two cats at the moment. We had three, but they're getting old. CJ and JoJo are the ones that we have. I don't think you can see back there too well. It's really dark, but her brother Jojo, or Big Joe, is sleeping on my pillows. And they are brother and sister. And we had a cat named Lottie, who was their mother, but she was really old. She had a really, really nice life, a very cozy one. And she had 3 litters. Jojo and CJ are from her second. Jojo and CJ also had a sister named Cece for Candy Corn. There was 2 calico cats in 1 litter. I just realized how rare that is. 2 calicos and 1 orange tabby. So I suppose they're all tabbies. Because tabby is not exclusive from calico. Anyways, we gave Cece away along with her first litter. I think. No, never mind. It's been so long. I was a little kid when all this happened. They've been around for my whole life so far, pretty much. Okay, so pretty much we moved down to California from Washington when I was about 5 years old. And within weeks of moving, this little kitten showed up at our doorstep. And that kitten was a very light beige kitty named that we eventually named Lottie. My mother named that cat Lottie because she looked like a latte. Yeah. But Lottie, or Mamas, as we always called her, was a very nice, slightly grumpy cat. She didn't like being pet or cuddled with or picked up that much, but she would always hang around. Her first litter, we gave away pretty much everyone. She had one runt, but the rest of them were pretty healthy, and we gave them all away. And then, for some reason, the second litter, she had 3 healthy cats, and we decided to keep them. Well, we decided to keep 2 of them. I don't know why. I don't remember why. But I'm so glad that we did, because they were definitely the best cats out of all of them. Cece was great, but CJ and JoJo were the best. They are the best kitties ever. And Lottie ended up having one more litter before we got her fixed. And I don't remember anything about that litter. The only thing I remember about her first litter was that she had a very tiny runt that my sister named Squishy because of Finding Nemo. And it was adorable, but unfortunately that little runt didn't make it. But all the other kittens did, and they found new homes. Cece went to one of my father's friends or a relative, I don't remember. We got updates for a few years, and then, you know, after like the first 1 or 2, then like who cares? I mean, I still care. I wonder. I've been thinking about Cece and where she is, and if my cats would recognize her. They spent almost a year together, or a whole year, I don't remember. And then, yeah. CJ, on the other hand, has had 12 litters. Now they ranged from 1 to 2 to 5 cats. I think one time she had a litter of 6. And we've always given away all of them except for 2. We kept one cat that I loved. Well, no, 3. We kept one cat that I loved named Chubby because he was fat. And the reason that we named Big Joe is because he was a fat kitten and he couldn't walk with his back legs. Like he dragged them. And Chubby did the same thing, so we named him Chubby. Actually, no, we kept 4 of our kittens for a while. Maybe up to 6. Depends on what you mean by keep. Because we eventually got rid of quite a few of them, but Chubby, Chubby ran away, but I don't think he actually did. He, I'm pretty sure, really fell in love with some neighbors down the street and decided to stick around with them. We eventually moved away from that neighborhood, but I'd like to think that Chubby's still kicking around over there. Although I doubt the people that were taking care of him are still around. It's morbid, but they were pretty unhealthy individuals. really old too. But hopefully Chubby's got a good life out there. We kept a cat named Sunny that was also around for a while. I really like Sunny, but he was a messy cat that liked peeing in the house. So we got rid of him eventually. And then there was Shadow and Chimichanga. I love those two. They went, well, we kept them for a good while. They were fun cats, but they eventually went to one of my sister's friends who owned a farm nearby, and we would see them in their yard whenever we drove by. So that was nice. It's been a long time since we drove by there, but I hope they're taking good care of Shadow and Chimichanga. That'd be nice to know. And after having so many cats, they get pretty creative names. We've had Oreo, we've had the entire cast of Bones, we've had Mustache Man, because he had a mustache. We had Half Slice. I loved Half Slice. I think he also ran away. A few of them we kept for a bit, and then, if we didn't find a home for them, sometimes they would run away. But Half Slice, I think. No, we gave Half Slice away. Yeah, it's hard to remember. We've had so many cats. The other cat that we kept. Oh yeah, there's two more that we kept from CJ. There was another orange cat named Momo. We named Momo after Momo from Avatar, but it also looked a bit peachy, peach color. And that was my sister's favorite. Jojo used to be my sister's favorite, but then Momo came around and that ruined the relationship between Joe and my sister, so Joe became my cat, and I am so thankful for that. He's my best buddy. And CJ is too. CJ used to be so skittish, but eventually she mellowed out. Now she loves it. She loves cuddles and stuff, even though sometimes she still wants to run away. But she loves it. Oh, she's so happy right now. Momo, I think Momo was also a messy cat. I think I need to pause it for a second. Okay, hopefully my voice is a little bit smoother. But yeah, Momo was a messy cat as well. And, it gets into some family issues between my mother and my sister. They're both the same person, and my mother really doesn't like that. You can assume why. She's not the nicest person in the world. That's an understatement. And eventually forced my sister to get rid of Momo. I think that's the only cat that we have ever taken to a shelter. I hope someone took Momo. I really do. That was one of the most fucked up things. Excuse my language. Then I think CJ's last litter was the cast of Bones. And that was a long time ago, back when Bones was still a popular show and still running. I don't know if it is anymore. If it is, it shouldn't be. And that was We had Booth, Hodgins, Angela, Bones, and a couple others. I forgot the names of everyone else. Another shrink. I forgot his name. Yeah, whatever, it doesn't matter. We kept Booth. We gave away all the other ones except for Angela. Angela didn't make it. Hodgins. Oh my goodness. That cat, I love Hodgins. He was so cuddly, and the person that we gave him to rode around town with Hodgins on his shoulders. He rode around on a bike, like a bicycle, not a motorcycle. So, on a rare occasion, we would see Hodgins. And the dude that I don't know who he is, what his name is or anything, but sister's friend. Anyways, we kept Booth for a long time. He was a huge cat, like huge, black and white. All of her last litter were black and white. And Booth was the biggest and floofiest of them all, but he had the highest pitch and softest meow. I loved him, but he was not a mellow, cuddly guy. He was very skittish. He got in a lot of fights with other cats and animals. That reminds me, we actually had one more cat that we kept, Kuma. Oh man, there's so many cats. How did I forget about Kuma? Anyways, we kept Booth for a long time, but eventually he ended up getting in a bad fight with skunks. I tried getting him in that one night, but he didn't come, and I couldn't find him, and there's no way he was coming to me. So I tried everything that I could. I usually keep the cats in at night. Focus. There we go. Yeah, that night he decided to get into a fight with a skunk, and it was a tie. Yeah, it was I'm not gonna get into the details, but I found bits of skunk in different places for a few days. But yeah, that was unfortunate. But now Booth and Lottie are in about the same spot. Got nice carved stones, the big L and the big B on it. Got some nice flowers for him too. CJ is dreaming. Not sure of what, but she's twitching. She's not fully closed her eyes. Just a little open, I think. Oh. She freaked out there for a second. Big stretch. She has the softest fur, I swear. But yeah, another cat that we kept was Kuma. That was a while ago. And my father took a video of me with Kuma one time. The only we used to have a few family videos of the cats. CJ, the earliest one I have of CJ, I still have that one. She was licking my hair. I was little. My sister was recording it. She loved grooming me and everybody else when she was having kittens all the time. It was so cute. She did not like licking the hair, but she did it anyways. Motherly instincts, I guess, kicking in. Big stretch. But Kuma, we had a video of him. He loved me, but he was also not the most loving of cats. He wasn't super cuddly, but he would lay on my chest sometimes, and my dad would bring him to pick me up from school. Little Kuma in the car. And eventually he sort of went the route of Booth, but Booth was like the reincarnation of Kuma. Big, tough cat. Kuma got into fights as far as we know. I completely skipped over the video part. The video was Kuma laying on my chest, licking my nose. And it was just a few seconds, and then he bit my nose. It was like, you like the taste? And then he just wanted to go in for a snack. That was adorable. It was my favorite. He would always come back with new injuries, though. Some cats definitely need to be indoor cats. That wasn't the case with Big Joe and CJ. They're ancient and they spend half their life outdoors, half their life indoors. And they definitely prefer outdoors most of the time, but they do like my bed. Yeah, Kuma broke his jaw like twice. We took him to the vet multiple times, and they gave up on him like immediately. But he healed through it. He eventually started eating dry cat food, and he muscled through it. And eventually he just disappeared. Nobody knows what happened to him. And I know the trope of like the parents not telling. That only happened once. Yeah. One of our cat's named Sneakers. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Sneakers. He was a troublemaker, that cat. I think he was the cat that we took down from Washington. I think it was both of them. No, it was just the cat from. Yeah, we had two cats in Washington. One really old black cat named Lady, and Sneakers. Sneakers did not like the move down here. He would do some crazy shit. He jumped from the second floor. We went from a 1-story to a 2-story. And he jumped out of he broke the screen window. I would jump out of the second floor window. Weird cat. But I guess one day he played chicken with a car. Very stupid. Thankfully, CJ, Jojo, and Lottie were never that dumb. They don't really travel far anymore, but sometimes I know Lottie has gotten stuck in a trap in the neighbor's yard, skunk trap. She went missing one time, but eventually she came back because they let her out. That was not too long ago. That was like 3 years ago. Jojo has gone missing before. CJ, maybe for a night, but she hasn't been too far away. No, funnily enough, she's the one that likes to go far away and run around all over the place, but she always comes back the most frequently. Jojo just I don't know. He's disappeared for a few days at a time sometimes, but it's been a long time since that's happened. Our guess is that he gets stuck in a garage or something like that and they let him out. Which makes the most sense, garage or a skunk trap. I know I've caught a cat in a skunk trap before. Did not like me, but it loved the chicken and tuna that I gave it. I don't know if I have anything else to say. I mean, there's so many cats. I've had well over 50, if you include all the kittens. No, big stretch. No. I was using that trap to catch a rabbit that showed up in our yard. We had until very recently a California rabbit, big floofy white rabbit with black patterning. And it was 100% a California rabbit. We think it was someone's pet that escaped, or they just let roam around or didn't want anymore. We're not sure, but wouldn't be the first time we've gotten neglected animals and just take them in, because that's what we do. All of my family friends like to give me the random birds and stuff that they find. It's like it's not really illegal for them to do that, but I will do my best usually. A lot of the times it's a situation where they have to put it back. That or they're not meant to be raised in captivity. But yeah, we had a big white California rabbit for a while named Bogart. And we let him, after cage training him for a bit, we have a big cage outside. We just let him run around, or I let him run around the yard. And only 1 or 2 times did he actually leave, but a neighbor knew that we had rabbits, and it was just because they had a horny rabbit, and Bogart was like, hell yeah. And unfortunately for him, the other rabbit was in a cage. But he always stuck around, and he was pretty old. I have no idea how old he was, but he was already kind of old and rugged by the time we got him, but he lived a few years. And unfortunately, he got some kind of infection. But I always give him a very comfortable place to sleep, wrapped in towels and plenty of food and water. I was hoping he was going to recover from it because he's gotten something similar before. Thought he had something stuck in his eye, but nope. And there was, in the habit of getting wild animals and random animals from people, I ended up getting a Western flycatcher from someone. I think that's what he or she was. I think it was a he. And it was my favorite. Oh my goodness. He imprinted on me so hard. He was so cute. I named him Lemon Drop because he had a yellow belly. And he loved me. And I loved him. Like, he refused to fly, and that ultimately took him. I tried so hard to get him to fly. I took him outside on my shoulder, and I was always hoping and tried encouraging him to. He never did. He would hop around, and every time he saw me, he'd chirp up a storm, excited, and I'd feed him mealworms and give him a little sock to warm up in, but he never flew. I don't know why. I think that was a situation where they had to be kicked out of the nest. And he had to live up high, but he didn't like flying up to perches, and that probably would have helped if I forced him up on perches now that I'm thinking about it. But, can't blame myself. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a vet. That's why it's illegal. Don't take care of wild animals. It's illegal in most situations unless you're a trained vet. And it is really messed up to give a random kid wounded animals and expect him to care for them, and not expect that to really mess them up too. Oh my goodness, so cute. I want to play with her ears. Billy scritches. Big floof. Love her. Alright. I think that's long enough for this video. Hopefully it wasn't too sad. Yeah, you can see a big happy floofball sleeping on a very real comfortable blanket under a nice warm glow from my. This light has paper taped to it with electrical tape to diffuse it because it's really harsh. But yeah, on the lowest setting, it has a nice warm glow. Alright. Hopefully, you found this relaxing, enjoyable, entertaining, and I hope you have a good night or rest of your day or whatever. And I will see you in the next one. There we go. Bye bye.